Well, Justin, thank you very much. We have a great neighbor in Canada, and Justin is doing a spectacular job in Canada. Everybody loves him, and they love him for a reason, so congratulations on the job you're doing.
Justin, now it's your turn, buddy.
I wanna know what love is.
Make van life great again.
JustIncredible.tv.
I hate to be the person that gets on here and cries. But this could break me and my parents apart because they just don't understand what they voted for and like what it means and the bigotry and hatred that they stand behind and how I am trying to be a good person.
Wow, that was a great hockey game last night, wasn't it? It was a hockey game, right? Well, okay. A bunch of you just started messaging right away, late last night and this morning, to say, where the hell are you? Come back, talk about this. Okay, I will. I guess I could say congratulations to the Donald. Was wondering what was going to happen, to be honest. I think we all know my opinions on things, and I don't really need to go too much into it, but you know what? This is interesting. It's a sign of what's coming to the top half of North America in short order, as well. As any of you who've been following federal politics here knows, the left-wing Liberals are absolutely done. And here in Canada, when we have our federal election soon, it's not going to be a close race. It's going one way, and that's to the Conservatives. So it's Team Blue up here. It's interesting. In the U.S. and Canada, the colors are reversed. I was noticing that while I was watching the U.S. Election coverage last night. Is red signifies conservative, whereas blue is more liberal. But up here, it's the other way around. Blue is conservative, and red is the evil liberals. We are going to have a blue wave across Canada and wipe the liberals off the map. And it's not even close. Like, the liberals are now polling in third and fourth place, and it's been consistent for over a year. These are not outlying polls. These are all the polls. So it's a done deal. It's just a question of when. The scheduled election isn't until next October, but it could be forced sooner than that. So at the end of the day, both halves of North America are going to be governed by right-of-center politics. I consider it almost just centrist, to be honest. We are going to have Pierre Poilievre for Canada and Donald Trump for the United States. And that's just the way it's going to be for the next few years. I love it when people go around saying, oh, you're a Pierre Poilievre supporter. You must be a Trump supporter. And they try to use that as like an insult. And I'm like, well, why? Just because Pierre Poilievre is not an extreme alt-left-wing lunatic, so therefore I must automatically support the right-of-center politician in some other foreign country. I'm also seeing all the sexist labels being thrown out there so predictably, just like when Obama was president and people that didn't like Obama were called racist and every name in the book just because of his skin color. And people are already claiming that if you don't support Kamala, you must be, against a female president or something. It's unbelievable. Honestly, I thought Obama was a pretty decent guy from what I could tell, but I absolutely hated his policies. And the same goes for Hillary Clinton's policies, and same goes for Kamala's policies. It has nothing to do with skin color or gender. So you can just throw that absolutely false argument, if that's what you want to call it, right out the window. Donald Trump is an interesting man. And honestly, he can be an idiot sometimes, especially on TV, in front of cameras. But on the other hand, I kind of like a politician to not be a politician, if you know what I mean. Just speak his mind. So he's got that going for him, whether I always agree with him or not. But at the end of the day, it's a lot about policies. And there's a heck of a lot of good policies coming out of his party, just like there's a lot of good policies coming out of Pierre Poilievre's party here. So, yeah, I'm not upset about it at all. Go ahead, try to throw a slur at me, call me a Trump supporter. I would rather you call me a Trump supporter than a Biden supporter any day of the week. So that's not an insult. Yeah, you go right ahead. I'll even wear a name tag that says Justin Incredible, Trump supporter. It's not an insult, so you can just give it up. I support freedom, less government, and good policies. And anyone who follows this channel should know that already. I am not a supporter of left-wing Marxism, hardcore socialism, communism, overreaching government, overreaching bureaucracies. I mean, it's getting out of control here in Canada, so, I mean, Trudeau has got to go, and thankfully he is about to go as well. Now, one of the reasons I was watching some of the coverage last night, I was actually sitting on a ferry for a few hours, so I had nothing else to do, and it was fun watching all the lamestream media have absolute meltdowns. The mainstream networks in Canada and the USA, predictably all very left-leaning and very biased against Trump, and it was so bloody obvious. Here, the state-run CBC, I mean, it was just, they were all doomy, gloomy, monotone voices. They just couldn't believe what was happening. You could tell they were upset. And look at this, even comparing what happened to Hitler on national television.
You're talking about the propaganda campaign and the playbook of Trump. This is not new. This is not surprising. This is directly out of Hitler's playbook. This is out of an autocrat playbook. This is a way to, I mean, the things that Trump has done masterfully, frankly, is to get the entire, to get a big part of the population to believe that the game is rigged and to sow distrust in public institutions and the free press. That is a tried and true playbook that we have seen time and time before that has resulted in really disastrous things for society.
Like, that's absolutely disgraceful. But I'm so not surprised. Thankfully, Pierre Poilievre has promised to defund the CBC when he's elected. Remember, ladies and germs, we are the media now. Me, you, everyone else online, social media, we are the true media. We are now the mainstream media. And just be careful out there for the next couple of weeks, everyone. Bring your umbrella, because there's going to be an awful lot of liberal tears everywhere you go. And that's okay.
I am mystified that despite all of that, he's gaining support compared to 2020. And it gets back to something I said earlier at some point, one of the hours ago, that who are we as a country? And we're starting to find out. And from what I'm seeing right now, I'm not sure I like it.
I can't believe Trump's actually gonna win this fucking thing! Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm so pissed off!